Okay.
If not,
Make
I'll
sure
get
hooks,
rid of
living
it.
core at the top.
Yeah, that was in the last
Yeah.
mods I did. I needed that.
Yeah. Well, no, you have to. That mod list you're looking at is a load order.
I know. It's
Okay.
already there.
Okay. See if your colony will load.
I didn't take anything away.
Doesn't matter.
It loaded.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you added anything that was gonna break it. So look at your wildlife tab. Pretty nice, isn't it?
Oh wow.
If you shift click the top above the hunt or tame option, it'll hunt all and tame all on the map. I rarely ever use it, but sometimes.
Damn, that's nice.
I like it. Let's see, what else did you get? A lot of them you're not gonna notice. Like, I can fix it is if someone blows a hole in your wall, it's gonna automatically replace that hole with the blueprint of the previous wall so that you won't forget a hole in your base. That medical tab. I like that. Look at the moving on Bull.
Yeah.
Why is this moving so bad? It
Does
shouldn't
he
be
only
peg
have one
leg.
leg?
Oh, you didn't get the other one?
No.
Put his other leg on. The fuck? You know you can click him at the top.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Wait. Why can't I add?
And so I would recommend not using expanded prosthetics for the thing it's giving you. It adds realism that you can harvest like so many body parts off people, but it's going to create a huge influx of money. Like huge. Like the fact that you can harvest people's jaws and hands and eyes and shit, you can rip a lot of parts off someone. So I'd
Yeah, it's
recommend just
not
sticking
not
with
giving
this
me the
one.
option for his left leg.
Yeah. I don't think you can take the leg. I think you can just take it off. So like if you have a colonist that's mentally breaking constantly and you're just going to throw bionic legs on him anyway, just take his legs off and then put him on later.
Okay. I need to. Okay, outfits. I want them all to get rid of their parkas.
Go to manage outfits, select the anything one and uncheck parkas. You didn't uncheck parkas, what's wrong with you? Also, if you change the quality, you can change it so if they'll only put on stuff that's 50 to 100%, because 50 is where the tattered apparel debuff comes up. And that way they'll put clothing on the floor, like put it in your stockpile as soon as it hits 50. But I don't think you really care about that.
Oh shit.
What?
Geothermal's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Does it have to be centered on it?
Yes. Which means someone's bedroom is gonna have to get a bit smaller.
I need more steel first.
Yeah, it seems like it's balanced, right? Requires a ton of steel. No, it's not. I think geothermal needs to be generating 3K, or maybe like 2,500. What other tools did you get? You won't see refugee stats until someone is being chased. If you look under research, you're gonna have more tabs now. The animal prosthetic one is, I would not recommend looking at expanded prosthetics and organ shit. That one requires a fuckload of research for everything.
I think I need basic prosthetics just to put the peg leg on
Did
him
you
now.
see the research numbers though?
Yeah.
Really? Maybe research it? I don't know.
Oh shit, he finished the assault rifle.
Oh shit. Is it a good quality one?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, that's nice.
Only took like 6 months.
Well, IJ, I'd like to see you manufacture an assault rifle with one arm on a workbench with no like advanced tools.
Oh, I know.
It would it wouldn't take you 6 months, but it would be bad.
Okay, I need to build like a wall all around my base and funnel enemies into the middle. Like make a choke point.
Yeah.
Because if there's an opening, they'll go for it right away, right?
Yes and no. I mean, I'll tell you the no if you want.
Yeah, what's the no?
Sappers and siege.
They'll just blow right through the wall.
Well, siege is gonna mortar you. They're not gonna come at your colony, period. And you haven't had that yet. And sappers are going to avoid defenses.
But I mean, if it's just like a standard wall with one opening in it, will they head for that first?
They're gonna take the fastest route to your beds, which I think we know what that is. Currently, your medical beds you converted to non-medical are going to be the ones they go for, because they're closest to a wall. They would rather mine through the wall than go through an opening.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the opening idea is bad, it's how you should be playing, and I'm glad that you came to that conclusion without looking shit up. I mean, it makes sense, right? Create an opening, stick turrets in it, win? No. Sappers and mortars don't give a shit about that. Mortars are the scary thing. Mortars come with less people, always, but they're usually pretty well geared. But the mortar teams are pretty stupid. Like, they spend a lot more time building and repairing than they do defending themselves. Dude, look at that wood chop order. Hopefully One-Handed Wonder knows how to do that. Could you imagine what it would be like to only have one arm?
It would suck.
Like what if you had to chop a tree down in your yard? You could do it, but boy, would it be a lot harder.
I mean, my grandpa functioned with one arm for 60, 70 some years.
Jesus. Doing what?
Like, my grandparents have like a small farm, so like they had like they had like a grapefruit tree, grapes, tomatoes.
Okay, so like he did
pecans.
horticulture with one arm.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I know it's not impossible, but boy, it would be a lot more restricting. Like, imagine trying to use a pitchfork and move hay from one place to another.
Yeah.
You would have to support the pitchfork with your elbow, rather than two arms.
Okay, where's this stack size adjustment?
It's actually, I think you hit escape options, and then there'll be a mod options button somewhere. And I think you do it in there.
Psychology stack.
And I set it to 4x. And I feel that that's pretty good.
You mean double X?
I don't know what that is. No, as you can see, everything is set to XL. So I didn't change anything, and I just changed the XL modifier to 20. Or to 4. Why are you changing it to double XL? IJ, do you realize what those are doing?
Making it so stacks are bigger, right?
Yes. But, like, you didn't need to change all those. You just need to change XL.
Oh. You put yours to 4?
Yes. Remember, I don't want this mod to be imbalanced. I just wanted to make it so whatever... I looked for what animal could haul the most, and I based my max stack size off of that.
Okay, why is this still not getting built?
So, hand me that brick makes it so anyone with hauling is able to deliver resources to a construction job, not only your constructionist. Which means if you designate a giant wall, everybody that has hauling that needs to haul will deliver the resources to the wall, rather than your constructionist having to run back and forth delivering his own resources. They cannot build the wall, but they can at least put the stuff there for him.
Okay, I'm out of steel.
Dude, you're always out of steel.
I know.
Also, I forgot to tell you, you have vein miner. If you click an ore vein and you right click the mining thing, you can mine all connected. That's from the all tools. I wish it wasn't there, but if you have it, you might as well use it.
Um,
You want to try something really dodgy?
what?
Hit escape, go to options, set your max colonies to 2, form a caravan 2 tiles away, settle, which will make a colony there, and mine the steel on that map.
Will it come back to this one?
You can bring it back. You have muffalos, so they can carry. Remember, muffalos are grazers, so you don't have to worry about food. The only problem is if you have a raid, those guys are not going to be on this map. This is dodgy because you're going to weaken this colony to go out on a mining
I
expedition.
don't have enough. Maybe when I get some more colonists.
Not to
'Cause I
mention you
still-
don't have any good miners. You would not want to do that unless someone is damn good at it. Like if you had a Burning Passion 12 or higher, that would be good. Maybe more than one. Like think about it. You have 2 people who are damn good miners. Maybe one is non-capable of violence. Or incapable. Because when you're on that other map, you can easily ditch the map. Like, let's say a raid happens over there. You pack up your colonists and just flee to the edge of the map.
PDPACA has given birth.
Yikes. Look at that baby alpaca. It is going to be adorable. If you click the name of the alpaca, it'll jump you to its location. I don't actually know where it is. You have too many fucking chickens.
Yeah, I lost track of the baby alpaca.
Dude, click its name in the animal tab.
There it is.
If you zoom in really close, animals make noise. The baby alpaca will make a really fast, high-pitched noise.
Yeah.
It'll be like, eh, eh.
Dude, he's level 13 crafting with 1 arm. I gotta get this guy another arm.
You might be able to once you get basic prosthetics. You might be
Yeah.
able to give him a simple arm. Like a simple prosthetic arm. I don't know if you have to make it. Alternatively, you could build a damn comms console and get a fucking exotic goods trader and buy a bionic arm. You know, just saying. Like, you need to make that as soon as you research it. It's very important. Trade ships are awesome, and you don't have any. And I just saw Crispin on your map, and I was like, what the fuck?
Comms console, right?
Yes, and orbital trade beacons. And you put an orbital trade beacon on anything that you want to give to them. So your stockpile, your food stockpile. They can overlap, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, okay, you have 2 sets of grenades now. Damn sappers. Oh, look at all that dark area. You could probably handle an infestation now. You need to make sure everyone's equipped with good guns, though.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the assault rifles to finish, and then I'm gonna raid it. And I canceled a couple of those mining operations, that way there was something to support.
That's a good idea. Considering if dense roof collapses, it can kill the colonist. Collapses, period, can kill a colonist. It'll be a super hardcore cut on the head that causes massive... Oh, hey, look at that. Monkey hide. Like, I just kind of looked at that oh, okay, you hauled quickly. You could also just double-click the monkey hide and tell them to haul quickly. If you didn't want to haul the other dumb shit. You made an electric smelter, right?
Yeah.
You can melt those slag chunks into 10 steel each. You have to set a bill for it.
I already got one set.
Okay. Recommendation: put a stockpile at that electric smelter for steel slag chunks. I was referring to a big stockpile. There's a lot of steel slag chunks on the map, IJ. There's a clear all button, IJ, on stockpiles.
It's only steel slag chunks, right?
Yeah. Definitely not take the best stockpile, because then basically you're going to want your colonists to bring the steel slag chunks to the smelter and the guy to process it, but not to run back and forth to your stockpile. Although it's not that far away because you do have a door. Also, you can set up a smelt weapon thing if you want and make it so they smelt like whatever weapons you don't think you'll ever use, and you can also determine it based on quality. I typically set up 2 smelt weapon jobs. One to smelt anything other than rocket launchers or charge rifles at poor or less, and another one to smelt all melee weapons. But, like, there's various ways you can do it. There's customization in this game, who would have thought? How is your guy not assigned to flicking? Remember, that thing draws a lot of power.
I mean, I'm doing all right. I'm out producing right now.
I
And he
don't
won't
know.
do it at night.
I don't know what skill smelting slag chunks uses. You might be able to find out if you go under details and see if you can set minimum skill level of that job. But yeah, it's probably construction.
Nope.
What is it? What are you doing, IJ? Go into the electric smelter, go to details under smelt slag chunk, and look at if you can set a minimum skill.
Doesn't look like it.
If you can't set a minimum, then it doesn't use any skill. Yeah, it doesn't. Like if you have a lab, you can set minimum on the intellectual skill, because intellectual dictates how fast they make drugs.
Very hot. Oh fuck, it's 123 degrees outside.
Heat wave. Also, you've got all your heaters on and all your coolers off. It appears smelting steel slag debris is crafting, from what I can tell. It requires crafting, so that's the best guess I've got on which one it needs. Those prosthetics should be done soon, right? Like, who the hell's your researcher? Oh, it's the chick that starts with the R.
that same spot again.
I already told you, IJ, it has nothing to do with the spot. That event is going to happen at any time. I must admit, I don't know why it's happening there. That is kind of strange. I've never seen this many objects drawing power. You have such a big electricity base. Also, it's a heat wave. Why are your heaters still on? Heaters are not going to drop temperature, OJ.
I know, but they won't turn on if the temperature's low enough.
You'd think that, but they are on. You know, it's a really good solution. Double clicking them and hitting V.
Yeah, they're already designated to be flicked. But if you right click on them, they can't be flicked, so I'm just gonna...
What the hell are you talking about? They're not designated to be flicked. They're designated to have power right now. Double click them, hit V, and they're gonna turn them all off. You don't want them on right now. Are you deconstructing them?
No, just uninstalling.
Why would you uninstall them and not just turn them off?
Because I can reinstall them in the winter.
If you turn them off, they don't draw power. Now you're gonna have to individually click each one of those in your stockpile and reinstall it. By the way, does it trigger you that your floors are different colors?
Not really.
I think it actually looks kind of cool. You created a design. So instead of double clicking those, hitting V and having someone run up there and flick a switch on it, you decided to create like 14 jobs. And now you're going to create another 7 when you reinstall them.
Visitors have a
Hey.
ride.
Solar flare is actually pretty good.
They're afraid to enter your territory for reasons. Temperature.
Yep, that's hospitality. You can
Ah.
ensure safety. They'll be fine. Just kidding. It's 130 degrees, IJ. They won't be fine. So you have a new bedding. You have a new bed type. So I would recommend grabbing all those beds that you had as hospital beds and convert them to guest beds. Although get your cooling up so that they can actually not die.
It's a solar flare.
I know, but it's gonna power doesn't stay off very long for solar flares.
No, like they're on. They're ready to turn on as soon as power comes back.
Okay. So yeah, create guest beds. Your old medical room is a good spot for now. That way those guys are happy. And now those visitors in your colony, you can look through each one and see if there's any that has stats that
Man,
you
I just
desire.
had a colonist needs rescue.
Yeah, it's too hot. Solar flare's gonna turn back. It's gonna turn off pretty soon, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. Double click bull at the top. What are you doing?
Heat stroke. Yeah, like it should. The AC's on now.
Don't forget, the geothermal is putting heat in the house.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that thing.
Also, you can't expect the AC to work right away. You had heaters running. I would just wall the geothermal off after removing the roof. Yeah, a door works. This is the one thing I don't like about geothermal, is like, you have to constantly micromanage it. Sometimes you don't want it on, sometimes you do want it on.
Another one pass out.
Are your coolers on the wall set to a good temp? 96? Why is the designated temperature on a cooler at 96?
How do I set them all to the same temperature? There.
Doesn't work like that. You have to do them individually. Well, unless you max it out and then start setting it back down, but each one of them are going to be different amounts.
They're all
Oh,
set.
there's a reset button. I didn't notice.
They're all set to 70 now.
Okay, that's a little better. 96. How's the temp indoors going?
It's coming down.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck right now outside. Also, you gotta remember, your house is fucking massive. Also, bottom section of your base, the stockpile, you've got a cooler blowing hot air into the stockpile, which is then... That cooler's doing nothing. You unforbid 7 different items rather than double-clicking one of them and clicking the unforbid. I'm trying to, like, tell you ways to go more optimally. Not sure if this is enough coolers for a base this size.
It was last time.
Well, I'm sure the geothermal is keeping the temp high, but... I mean, it's doable temp right now. Everyone's upset because they're hot, but they're not going to die. You need to check on Bull. He's the one who's been fucked by it.
He's still in heat stroke.
Like, how bad?
I don't know, these fuckers need to wake up. Finish that marble door.
Oh, he's in serious. So, if you highlight over heat stroke, it'll tell you the percentage of how much it's progressed. Serious is probably 70% or higher. At 100, they die.
Keep removing the fucking roofs.
He doesn't have construction prioritized, IJ. He's trying to flick the switch on that cooler because flicking is much higher. You've lost more colonists to heatwave than anything else. That guy's name is Alaska.
Construct, right?
Yes. And if you draft someone and undraft them, it resets their priorities. Rather than telling them to remove it and then letting them go.
Oh, he wants to eat.
He's seeking safe temperature, actually. You're very lucky that heat wave ended. Go check the heat stroke on Bull. How close was he to dying? Or Bonagent.
Heat stroke 42.
On Bull?
Yeah.
That isn't that bad. He wasn't gonna die. I think it's because you got the house within, like, doable temps. Heat stroke doesn't start accumulating until like 10 or 20 Fahrenheit higher than their actual acceptable temp. If you look at their gear tab, you'll see their acceptable temperature range. So, like, click on a colonist, hit gear, and then hit period over and over to go between them so that you can see who has got a low acceptable temp. And then you can fix that by telling them to put on clothing that helps.
They're all at 90 max.
Okay, so that should tell you something. Make a thing that starts with a D and ends in stir. At least.
What?
Dusters are like really good.
They
Dusters
manage
are-
temperature too?
Both heat and cold, yes. If you make it out of alpaca wool, it's going to be like fucking retarded. So look in your stockpile at some of the leathers and hit information on them. You'll see stats on them. Look at the difference between a leather, aka what they're wearing, and an alpaca wool. Or a buffalo wool. They're both good. I think alpaca's the best though. In your
Insulation.
stockpile.
Jesus.
You see the heat and cold?
Yeah.
So if a leather duster insulates against cold and heat at like 100%, let's say it's 10% base. If you make it out of leather, it's going to be 10% cold and 10% heat tolerance. If it's 100% for both, I don't know what the leather's at. Alpaca wool would be like 30 against cold and 40 or 35 against heat, which is huge. That'd make them able to take 130 Fahrenheit. Clear all. Okay, you at least remembered, yeah. I wouldn't only do it out of alpaca wool. You probably have buffalo wool as well. Dusters are expensive.
I
80
have a
ingredients.
lot of alpaca wool.
Alright, never mind. The only bad thing about dusters, by the way, is the work. They take a while to make. If you look at like a pair of pants, it's like 80 work or something. I like that light that's floating in the middle of the fucking place because you deconstructed the wall. I like how PD just ran up and ate rice. Good job, PD. Now he's roaming around in the fridge.
Wow, they're amazed by hospitality. They'll be back in a few days.
I don't know why they liked your bedroom so much. Click on one of the beds. What's the quality of the room?
One of them's superior.
That doesn't help.
97.
That's what? Hit the... Oh, they're calculating the entire house because of that 3-wide doorway. It's high quality because you've got like batteries and solar panel shit and like work tables and that giant table and all the chairs added are also being calculated. The chess tables are being calculated. They love it. That's why it was so high. You saw how they left you stuff?
Yeah.
You didn't even look at the best part though. Each colonist that came to visit, you could click on their guest tab and you could entertain and try to recruit them. So you should have looked at all their stats and seen if any of them were good enough to try and recruit.
I was distracted by the heat wave.
Yeah, well, I was trying to tell you, but you didn't listen.
I don't care about that heater.
How do you not care about that heater? I mean, I know it's hot right now, but that's like saying you don't care about your animals. I swear to God, IJ, if you don't start double-clicking things down for me.
Double-clicked it.
On the last one, you did 3 of them and you were like, oh yeah.
Can somebody please finish this? Needs materials. Okay.
Needs what? Oh, the crematorium. That's because they need blocks. It's like 150 blocks for a crematorium. What are they missing?
Steel, I think.
Highlight over or click on the crematorium.
Just says missing
They're missing
granite
150
blocks.
granite. Why did they choose? You could cancel it and change it because I don't think you have granite.
What do I have 150 of? I have 1300 sandstone, so let's go.
There you
with
go.
that.
I think we know what we're gonna make it out of. Dude, I didn't even notice. I never really make a lot of granite. I make like 400, go build some walls, come back, make 400, go build some walls. I accidentally left granite making on repeat and wasn't paying attention. I had like 2,500 granite blocks, and I was like, oh shit, and I stopped it. I've actually used all of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got enough to make some walls and stuff, so it should be good.
Well, it's 200 walls per 1,000 granite. Or stone. Watching Bonagent walk around is so saddening.
Why?
He is so slow.
Wonder why.
What's his base movement speed? The information tab at the top.
Oh, because his right femur is shattered.
What does that put his movement at?
Poor.
46%. Femur is in your leg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's better than losing a leg. You could put a peg leg to fix that. Come on, IJ. You're gonna have. This is gonna be the pirate colony.
Yeah, everyone's gonna have a fucking peg leg.
There is actually eye patches. I think you have it. I'm not sure if it. I think it's from Extended Prosthetics and Organs.
He failed constructing it.
It's gonna lose some of the resources, but not like a lot. Those things have a ton of work involved, and his construct fail chance is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, look at how long it takes him to build it.
Who else do I have that's good at crafting?
Construction.
Construction. Nina.
What is his construct fail chance?
Probably pretty high because it's manipulation.
Probably more than that.
It's an info, right?
Yeah. It's called construction success rate. They're all A to Z, so I'm sure you can find it. Ooh, a raid.
85%.
That's pretty bad. For his skill level, it shouldn't be anywhere near that.
Alright.
What do we got?
Molotovs.
They are a... You didn't read it. I'm pretty sure they're a sapper group.
Yeah,
That
'cause
is
they
like
got
nobody.
Molotovs.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. If you put it in 1x speed and you see that the guy with the Molotov is targeting a structure, they're a sapper.
Yeah, on wooden wall. Where
Oh,
do I-
dude. One of those guys is carrying Luciferium. Which means he's doped up on Luciferium. You need to be worried about him. The guy with the club. He's
Okay.
on Luciferium. Read what that drug does. Like, he's gonna be faster, take less pain, hit harder, dodge more. You're lucky he's holding a club and not a gun, because Luciferium buffs their accuracy by a lot.
They're going for wooden walls, which means they're going for...
Just sit on the other side of the wall, because your base is in such a shitty, like, construct phase.
Which wall?
Oh, actually, whatever wall they're going for.
Well, they're going for a wooden
They're
wall.
going for the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why they're going for those animals? Remember how
Why?
they target beds?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking beds in there. That is actually a pretty good bait tactic. Do you see how Bull's wearing a duster?
Yeah.
What a boss. I like how it visually looks. Are any of your animals trained with release?
Wait, why do you guys not have guns?
I'm not gonna equip my colonists until I finish making guns. There's dirt under that fucking door on the left side. Oh no. Here comes Luciferium guy. Oh, you're so lucky that Grizzly intervened. Why is Stifler hurt so bad?
He got shot.
Why?
I don't know.
Shit, dude. I'd get him the fuck out of there.
Okay, they aren't gonna catch him, so...
Oh, you down two of
down
them.
two.
How badly wounded is your Grizzly? He was very important there. You're very, very lucky because you don't have him trained in release. He got involved because he wandered into that guy.
Yeah,
Luciferium's worth a ton, by the way. Yeah, he's hurt pretty bad. He's gonna go straight for his animal area. You need to get a doctor on him ASAP. Also, I think all your doctors are currently turned off. Did you check your prisoners to see if they're any good?
Doesn't matter,
people
I
right
need
now.
the people.
Well, yeah, but if they're chemical fascination or pyromaniac, you probably don't want them. What is making that noise?
There's a chicken burning.
Was it a chick or a chicken? You
There's a
didn't even
rooster.
try to save it.
No, it got saved, but
How burned is its body?
very.
Is it put down time?
Yeah.
I want to see how bad. Oh, Jesus. Well, actually, it's not that badly off. All it did was lose a foot and a tail. But if it gets an infection, it's dead. You need to treat that bear ASAP. The bear and the prisoners, because diseases on animals are hard to fight. The animal will not stay down. It'll walk around. That poor animal. Alright, Rooster. Thank you very much for defending the colony. Just make sure also that Stifler, is that his name?
Yeah.
What a name. So have you looked at the enemies? Are they like good?
One died already. Oh god, this guy's a psychopath.
That's okay. Psychopath is good.
He's not bad. He's got really good melee.
How about the other guy?
He's
I
got
wanna
good
see the other
medicine too. The other guy died already.
I would like to see him still. Just to know what
He
could have
wasn't-
been.
Yeah, another good melee guy.
Well, I want to know his other stats and his traits. Okay, he had Psychically Sensitive and Brawler. You're better off without him. Fuck, 16 in melee. But, was that the guy doped up on Luciferium?
I think so.
Jesus, dude, 16 melee running at you with Luciferium. You're very, very lucky that bear got where he was. Your
Oh no,
colonist
the
would've
guy
been
that's
fucked
alive
up.
is Luciferium.
Oh, so that was him. Wait, Marriott is?
Yeah.
You don't want him. You have to take Luciferium every 6 days. If you stop taking it, they start mentally breaking all the time, and eventually it leads to death. Well, I mean, it's up to you. You could convert him and start giving him a scheduled dose of Luciferium, and he'll be a super colonist. But you now need to make sure you have Luciferium. It can be on trade ships, and it can be on exotic goods and bulk goods, but it's not on there every time, and it's expensive. Believe me, the colonist having it is worth it. But only if they're like really important. What is Marriott good at?
No, Bohagan, you are not finishing that. You're gonna
What's
fail.
Marriott good at?
Man.
He was medical melee, or he was, well, Luciferium is very beneficial for medical. I don't know, maybe you should give it a go. I mean, if you run out of Luciferium, you can always put him down. I mean, he'll put himself down, but put him down before he hurts anyone.
Yeah.
Because you can always go under the health tab and euthanize someone. But other colonists are going to be more upset with that colonist if you do it. So make sure you do it with someone you don't really care about. Or you can just turn him into a prisoner and sell him the first opportunity you get. You see how long that crematorium took to make?
Yeah.
Is Stifler going to be okay, and did the bear get treated?
Yeah, the bear got treated.
No diseases?
Nope.
Yeah, or infections, I mean.
Nope, he's good.
Alright, I think I'm telling you how to do too much shit, so I'm going to let you do it.
Don't let me fail.
I was going to say, you haven't lost anyone today, and I've been kind of guiding you, and you lost people last night, so I want to see you lose people. Figure out how Luciferium works. If you go under drug policies, you can set someone's policy, or set a policy for them to take something every set days. You do not want to do that to your anything tab. You definitely want to do it for a new one, and call it, like, Marriott's tab, and just do it for that. So only do it for animal corpses for right now until they clear out that freezer. Otherwise, they are going to prioritize if they choose to haul over butcher, putting it in the crematorium, even if it's not rotten. And right now, you want to click on the crematorium and tell them to fry them. See, he just burned up a chicken that was butcherable. It doesn't matter. The rooster that you had to put down.
Yeah.
Dude, Nick's still alive. How long
I
is
know.
Nick gonna live?
He's 1, so 5 more years.
Well, they can live longer than that. I'm referring to how long before he gets fucking burned alive like his brother. How about the cargo pods? Have you looked at them? Oh, Devil Strand. That's the highest quality fabric in the game.
Yeah, I've already got some, I think.
Yeah, it's you can grow it if you do the research for it, and it takes a very, very long time to grow. But it produces the best clothing in the game. Well, second best. Thrumbo fur is the best, but that's not practical. Devil Strand is like the second best material in the game for sharpness resistance. It's also pretty good at temperature. It grows from mushrooms, and the mushrooms are very delicate. At least that's what it says. Look at that barn. I'm pretty sure your barn is actually full at the moment, because a lot of the animals aren't going in it. Like, they're not on the same sleep schedule.
Wait, what is it? Skill too low. What does it need?
What are you trying to do?
Prosthetics.
Oh god, I don't know. You know how to check.
Crafting 5.
Oh, you're getting a guy in arm! It's not going to be as good as a regular arm. You know those people that have, like, prosthetic arms that they can kind of close their hand?
Yeah.
It's one of those. Wait, where the hell do you have plasteel from? Oh, the scyther. You figured out how to disassemble mechanoids?
No.
So where's the scyther? Did you bury it?
I think so.
Open your machining table. No disassembling mechanoids in there?
Which one?
Machining table.
Oh, it's in that one. Let me check the one that I had when that mechanoid came.
Yeah,
no,
I'm curious.
I couldn't do it with the last one. You have to have the machine.
Yeah, so where the hell's that mechanoid? Because it's where you get plasteel.
Well, I got plasteel from a drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you need to figure out where that mechanoid is and get him out of that grave. Because he's worth a good amount of steel and plasteel.
Found him. How do I
Their
dig him
bodies
up?
don't decompose either. Deconstruct the grave. Or open, but... I was wondering where you got that plasteel from. Yeah, plasteel's a very valuable material. It makes power armor helmets, charge rifles, very high health turrets. Well, when I say very high, I mean like higher than just steel. Obviously makes prosthetics, which seem to almost be done. How come O'Kane didn't finish that prosthetic arm? Are you serious? Did you see what just happened?
What?
Stifler cremated a body, walked left, stopped at that rabbit, pet it, and named it Buttercup. Which means he now formed a bond with that rabbit. I think.
Alright, Bull, it's time for you to get your... Oh.
Why are you guys eating milk? You're out of food. Which means, you know what? Aren't you making that arm for Bonagent? Or whatever?
Yeah.
Which means, you know what? Mad animal.
Oh, no herbal medicine. I need to wait until...
The heal route is done.
It should be done. Where is it all? What the hell happened to it?
Maybe... Oh, it probably got used during that raid.
Not all of that. The whole field was grown.
That it only gives you like 1 or 2 herbal medicine each. Your animals might be eating it too. Are they in that zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, get your animals out of your farm plots. They will eat them once they're harvestable. See, I'm teaching you. I would rather your animals just fuck you over and your colony die. Because then at least you might figure it out. I don't know if they eat heal root, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure they eat, like, everything. Yeah, you were, like, highlighting just the heal root field, and I was like, IJ, you've got a little bit more fields than heal root. So I was gonna say, I'm not seeing any potatoes or corn ending up in your stockpile. If they're out of the area designated, they can't do it. So, like, you don't need to make a border or anything like that. As long as you take it off the field, you're good. Don't forget, wild animals can still eat it. You see that bunny outside your front door? You have no meat in your freezer, AJ. You're poor cook. The only meat you have been getting is eggs. And man, look at that walk distance. Look at that walk distance on someone who has 1 peg leg. That's how desperate you are to eat in your colony, IJ. One guy with a peg leg is running like 50 feet to get materials. Stop hauling rice. It's not rice you're lacking on. You just told your guy to consume a raw egg.
What?
It's because that stockpile that has rice in it is not designated to take fertilized or unfertilized eggs. Goddamn, I'm done.
Oh wait, I have an animals tab. Wildlife tab. how I detox, how I interact with the trade ship. Are you serious? That was painful to watch. repair failed. God, I gotta get an arm on him. Jesus Christ. How'd she cut his head when she's trying to put a fucking arm back on him? Jesus. I guess medicine melee is good. Who does she know? Oh no, Stifler. Oh god, that's ironic. Cougar and Stifler. American Pie reference much?
Came back. I know it took a while. Oh god, what happened? I'm guessing the surgery failed.
Yeah.
Did he get a leg or an arm?
Nope, it failed.
Did he use up the arm?
I think so. Somehow she managed to cut his head.
I told you, dude. The game like does not cut the right body part and it cracks me up. Maybe she was trying to put him under anesthetic and got him under anesthetic but fucked up his head. I don't know. Did you already butcher the Scyther?
No.
Yeah, you must have, because I see another plasteel pile. Should have given about 25. Alright, I'm gonna mute while I eat.
Every female gender smiles with contentment.
Yeah, so you remember the Psychic Soothe, Psychic Sensitivity?
Yeah.
You've now seen both, Psychic Drone and Psychic Soothe. It'll affect both. So if they have that, they'll gain more mood or less mood.
Fuck, I want to get rid of that boom rat, but it's right in the middle of my field.
You know what tonight is?
What?
Rick and Morty night.
Yep.
A much easier solution to what you're doing right now would be to set the small stockpile that contains shit right next to the cook's place to...
It's critical already.
Alright, so then just use the haul urgently button on the ones that are already in the stockpile. Might have saved you a little bit of time. It's okay. I already said I'm going to stop helping you. I'm going to watch you suffer finally.
How's he doing? Well, he's not bleeding anymore. Dumb bitch cut his head. I don't know how that happens. PD Pack is pregnant again. And goddamn, I've got a lot of animals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You have your own petting zoo.
Yeah, this guy... Oh shit, who's my warden now?
You do realize why he's down, right?
Yeah, it was Farium.
Yeah, look in his needs tab.
Oh shit, he's starving.
Well, what did you have him on?
Alright, this is a new character right here.
So, that GUI you just saw, remember how before I said there was a 50-50 chance they would join?
Yeah.
Well, they decided that you should be able to rescue people without... Oh, I gotta turn the volume down. They decided that one of the mods, I think it's the hospitality, decided that you should have the choice whether or not to accept someone that you rescue. Because let's say a crash landed happens, and you want to be merciful, and you just want to save their life. They're not someone you want, but you don't want them to die. Like, they're the dad of your colonist. Well, the way that the hospitality saw it, and I really like this change, is you should have the option to turn him down, even though you rescued him. You know how, like, there's a 50-50 chance to join. So let's say he has Pyromaniac, and you want to rescue him because he's the colonist's dad, and you don't want your colonist going in depression from him dying. Well, what you'd have to do is imprison him and then let him go. But that's retarded. So what they felt that you should have to do is that you should have the option is to be able to turn down the colonist. Dude, you got some marriage going on, IJ.
I know.
Get a marriage spot. It's under miscellaneous.
Yeah, I don't know where I want to put it though.
Somewhere.
I'll put it in the main hall at the head of the table. That way everyone can sit down and watch.
Marriage won't happen for a while, but once it does, wait till you see what everyone's mood is like. What about...
Guys still just working away at those assault rifles. Why is this Muffalo inside? Do you notice how I also separated my farms so animals can't get to them? Okay, Detox, how do I access these trade ships? Because of poor health, what the hell's the matter with him? Oh, he's in pain. Who's got best social? I think that's this chick, yeah. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, I can sell some of these chickens.
Oh, what'd you get?
I need to put an orbital trade beacon in the farmhouse.
Doesn't work like that. They're just available to sell at any time.
Really?
Did you not notice they're in there?
Let's see. I can sell. Let's sell. How many? Let's sell all 12 of these roosters. Leaves me with 2 roosters, which is plenty. What else? What do they have? Jesus, they carry a lot of shit. These parkas can go. So can these. They sell uranium, Detox.
Yep. How expensive?
$8.32 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have anything that can use it yet.
I'm eating, so I'm staying muted. See the amount of gold that fucking trader's got?
Yeah.
Yeah, bud. Oh, I know what that value is. W 27% on those buffaloes is wool, and the alpaca's P value is pregnancy.
Hmm. The fuck's this raccoon doing? Why is there a dead raccoon in the house?
It got trapped in the house because of doors and there's no food in there and it starved. I watched it dying and you didn't even notice it. you highlight over your wind turbines, they'll say whether or not they're blocked by anything. Might be worth looking at.
No, it's just night. Wind goes down at night, comes up during the day.
Read the thing in the bottom left. IJ, I just told you.
Blocked by poplar tree.
Look at the region that you have placed wood floors, and then look at the region at where that poplar tree is.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
was off by one.
Yeah, and you also don't have it long enough, which means the second one is blocked by the oak tree. I can't help but help you. I feel sorry for you. It's like you invest resources into a wind turbine and then it's sucking dick. Little things like that I'll tell you, but I'm not going to tell you like mechanics and shit. How trained is your bear?
And he's almost to haul.
Really?
Yeah.
Your animal trainer's a god, obviously. Holy shit. That's almost a fully trained bear. When he gets hauled, he has access. Does he have access to your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when it comes to hauling, they're not going to haul unless they have access to the item that needs hauled and access to the place it needs to go. I wonder what your bear is eating.
Well, prisoner went berserk. Time to put
You know
him
why?
down.
Look at his needs.
I know why.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
Luciferium.
Yep. You cut him off from it. I like what you're doing here. It makes me laugh. You're like, oh, you want to break through that door, huh? Firing squad? With a bear? Jesus Christ! He broke. Oh my God! He broke through that door. He broke through that door. Headshot. Dead.
Well, he's not dead, but I'm gonna let him bleed out.
You want to see something really funny, IJ?
What?
Make another door there, forbid anyone from going into it, set the bear to only be in that bedroom.
And then make him eat.
It will eat him. That's one way of disposing bodies early game that people talk about. Try to tame one animal on the map that will take care of bodies. Like wargs are pretty good. And like make a cooler and give the animal access to the cooler, and like think of a barn, except the barn has a cooling section so the bodies don't spoil, and just let all the human corpses
shit.
go
I
in there.
just saw hearts over the couple. They're making a baby before they're married.
That's not in the game, but they are fucking. Look at their needs. Making a baby before they're married. You know what makes me sad, IJ, is you're not getting the true immersion of the game. Like, everything in this game has, like, details and writings Like if you highlight over any of their negative moods, it'll explain. And some of them are pretty funny. Like go highlight over the guy who just had sex.
Getting some lovin'.
Yeah, but read what it says.
There's nothing like a tumble between the sheets to lift the mood.
Pretty much. Everything in the game's got something like that. Like one of my favorite ones I read was I sold a colonist, or I sold a prisoner to slavery, and it said they had a negative mood for sold prisoner to slavery, and it said, I'm part of a colony that sold a prisoner to slavery. How do I know that they won't sell me? And then I sold a colonist to slavery, and it said something like, I'm in a colony that sold a colonist to slavery. I don't remember what it said, but it said something like, how do I know I'm not next? Or maybe it said something like, that's unsettling.
How trained is this bear now? Almost. What if I trained like a group of alpacas on only rescue, and every time people got into a fight, the alpacas just rushed out and saved them?
That is what would happen. As long as the alpacas have region of the bed, and where the colonist goes down. PD to the rescue.
PD to the rescue.
Poor PD got dropped off a couple cliffs. I'm surprised if he'd rescue your ass ever.
I like how they're fucking and they got two animals in the room.
Dude, do you think the animals care? The animals are sleeping. They probably fucking to that grizzly bear's noise. Yeah, babe. Fucking rock hard now, let's go. The fuck? Why are you, like, getting erect from a grizzly bear? You don't want to know. Ow. Fuck. I just decided to lean forward. I smacked my finger into my desk. I'm trying to pull my monitor closer because I'm leaning way back. This is nice. I told you, IJ, I'd watch you if you played something I was interested in. I like this game a lot.
Yeah, it's fun.
So okay, you're like, done with this
What
fucking wall. Dude, your one-armed wonder is deconstructing that wall.
I know, if only somebody hadn't stabbed him in the head when I tried to put an arm on him.
Oh god. His colony, IJ, Crispin, is a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, I just brought it up. Are those all granite walls?
They're everything.
They're
He gives
everything.
no fucks about what he builds out of. He's just like, build stone floor, and now look at his rooms.
See, I put carpet in my rooms, but they take a lot of cloth.
Yeah, but IJ's had it like this for a long, long time.
Like, I actually need a 25 or a 10 by 10 of fucking cotton.
Yeah, if you make carpet, I typically just skip it.
Carpet gives +2. Is there something that's
Smooth
better
floor
other
gives
than like
+3.
gold? What does?
Smooth floor.
What
So
does
if
that
you, like,
cost?
dig out a mountainous terrain and you build rooms on that stone floor, you can smooth the floor.
Oh.
But it's research for carpet, cotton field carpet versus digging out a mountain, building a room on it, and
I don't have like a huge mountain by me though, like IJ does.
look at IJ's base. Do you see like
Oh,
how
okay.
He's
Yeah.
got that mountain touching it. So a lot of that is going to be dark mountain where insects can spawn. So you typically don't want to go that far. Usually, what I look for is
I'm
a
just
long,
gonna use the
straight
carpet.
mountain. Yeah, most people do. I play different.
I also have like a bunch of muffalo now. I have 6 muffalo.
Yeah, I
7
IJ's
muffalo.
got a lot of fucking animals. What are you doing, IJ?
I'm
I was
not
looking
taking
for a
advantage
trade.
of my muffalo though.
He isn't either.
I need to like put them somewhere.
Yeah, you should. IJ, show him your thing. Oh, there you go. You like his animals? Oh, he even named one after you. I forgot.
Yeah, you're a boom rat.
Good. I hope I explode all over your base.
That's funny. That was his reason for naming you. He said, "I'm gonna name him after a boom rat because he's easy to explode."
You missed the firing squad on a guy that broke.
Oh God, yeah, he had a prisoner that was he had a raid come in. One of the guys is addicted to luciferium. If you haven't found that drug yet, I'm not gonna spoil much about it.
No, you told me about it yesterday.
Okay, well, if you stop taking it, there's really bad withdrawals. I mean, the eventual point is they die.
Yeah, you
But
told me
there's,
about it yesterday.
I don't know if I told you all the details, but whatever.
You told me a lot of details.
Okay, well, they go berserk constantly, and then they just die. So, prisoner, he takes him prisoner, and he doesn't, like, prisoners don't have access to the drug. And he did have some luciferium on him that IJ took and put in his stockpile. And IJ never gave him luciferium. So eventually mentally breaks. And IJ's like, I know why he mentally broke. So he gets
Oh.
like 5 guys outside of that prisoner bedroom and just aims at that door, and that dude breaks that door down and they just murk him. Well, first shot headshots him, the other 4 like burst into his chest and just he goes down, and IJ's like, yeah, I'm just gonna let him bleed to death. Oh, IJ, are you gonna die? Oh, it's tribespeople with a thrumbo. IJ, you want to see a really cool mechanic? Attack the thrumbo. But you better fucking run after you. Oh no! A muffalo calf, and the calf has been stabbed to death! IJ? Petey Packa's been stabbed to death? Oh my god, adding this to the fucking rip list?
Fuck. One of them wasn't paying attention. One got around to my fucking bullshit. Oh, Petey Packa, we will enjoy eating you for dinner.
Let me
How's
see your
that?
whole base, IJ.
Damn.
Can the bot not make use of emotes? Oh, it's because it's one word.
Let me see your whole base.
Oh, dude, IJ, I don't think the bot can do emotes, or am I typing Bible thumb prompt?
Isn't it Bible? No,
Isn't
never mind.
B-I-B-L-E?
Yeah, never
Bible?
mind. I was thinking they spelled it wrong.
IJ, help!
Hang on.
How do we Bible thumb? I'm not a
Yeah, you got
Twitcher,
it spelled right.
so I can't use it. Feels bad. I'll put Bible thumb, though people will get it. Dude, your most influential animal just died. Why couldn't they
What-
kill Crispin? Oh, it looks like they almost did.
Yeah, they
What did he lose?
Let's see.
He lost PD Paka. The only
Crispin,
alpaca he
Crispin
cared
got
about.
hit by a club.
Is Crispin gonna die, or is he healing?
No, he'll heal.
Oh, okay. Malnutrition. What is this colony? Dude, they've grazed everything. Maybe chickens eat a lot of food.
Shit, nobody's tending to her.
Who the hell is Cougar? IJ?
I'm mobilizing my doctors. Hang on.
Who's Cougar?
New chick.
Is she
That's-
good? When did she come?
That was the random one.
The random one.
Yeah, the one that just showed up.
Wanderer joins?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Why is she hurt so bad? But yeah, Crispin, he's had a one-armed builder since the beginning. He has had a guy that was missing legs for several days before he noticed. And he put peg legs on him. He's had many animals die. Even his first animal that you bond with, that one died. It's rough.
Sounds rough.
I mean, if you look in chat on his stream, I've been adding shit to the rip list.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot. The first heat wave that happened, he lost 2 colonists. Turns out a big base is really hard to cool. Dude,
I've
I'm
gotten
not
a
gonna lie.
bunch of item stash opportunities,
Yep.
but I am not going for it. I need a lot of work on my base.
I don't really have much to say about them. I don't really know. Like, sometimes based on what I need is when I choose whether or not I'm going to do it. If it's like beginning of the game and it's like, item stash really close, short caravan time, power armor, good. I'm like, yeah. But that it's not frequent that I take them.
Well, I can finally start manufacturing weapons and armor with my machining table.
Yep. Well, you were able to manufacture weapons this entire time.
No, I know I can make
Smithing.
bows and stuff.
Dude, the great bow is strong. Great bow is basically a bolt action rifle with 5 less range.
I'm making assault rifles for everybody.
Freaking lame-o.
Takes forever.
Nah, I have Pablo. Pablo's pretty good.
No, it takes forever. Like,
Pablo
try
has
crafting a
13
duster.
crafting.
Doesn't matter. Nothing in the game that is crafted ever gets any faster. I think it's an oversight. So, like, if something takes 5 minutes to make, it's gonna take 5 minutes to make if they're 1 or 20.
Pablo definitely builds walls and beds
That's
faster
construction,
than
not
everybody.
crafting.
Okay.
Those definitely are
Well,
affected by construction.
I would think that it would carry over.
I'm not sure if it's an oversight
I'm
or
3
it's
class
intended.
steel short.
Like, their skill level does matter. It produces higher quality items, but
Oh, one of my muffaloes is pregnant.
dude, IG just lost his goddamn buffalo calf.
Well, I've got a shit ton of muffalo. I'm probably gonna slaughter some.
Alright, IJ. I demand to be named after your grizzly bear.
Your grizzly bear to be named
Is
after
it a
you.
female?
No, it's a male.
Perfect. I'm not
Weird.
getting fucked by anything.
Oh,
Like
it's-
Nick. His first chicken he named Nick, it's still alive and it's still being fucked constantly.
Nice.
That was his logic. He's like, I'm gonna get the youngest female chicken so it can be fucked as many times as it can in its life. Oh my god, I'm a grizzly bear.
Look at all these chickens just filing into the chicken coop.
I know, dude. You don't have enough beds. How many chickens do you have? That's gotta be like 30 or 40.
I don't know, I've got enough that maybe it's time to start slaughtering them. There's a match
Yeah,
for
I mean,
this.
they are kind of like, think of it like real life. Those chickens are supplying you with eggs, some of them, and the other ones aren't. So, you get meat and eggs from them. They've actually filled up your barn.
Oh yes, escape